Hey team, Major Pro here, Operation Orange. Sorry for the long delay, and thank you to Silk and Nexel for putting out my turns. While I was away, we are on turn 14, January 43 for Commonwealth and France. Rolled on Discord. I've got a hit on Airborne Doctrine with an 11, goes to stage 1, and Fib was an 8 that went to stage 2, and I missed Improved Construction with a 6. Lots have happened since I've been away, so just punching into the turn. $31 for the UK, two colonials, two militia, one militia upgrade, one infantry, two marines, and an airborne. So that's all 31. 14 for FEC, two militia, one upgrade, one colonial, one AAA gun. Oh, I also lend lease the Soviets and infantry with the UK. And $10 for a fighter for Anzac. Okay, into combats. There are plenty. I now have long range aircraft and anti submarine warfare. Thank you, Silk, for rolling up some good techs and Nexel. So anti sub I have at long range. So now my seaplanes can move 3 from a sea base. So there's 1, 2, 3. That'll go after that sub there. Down here, we're going to go into this location with 2 colonials and this medium tank. And this colonial here. Then we're going to send 1 infantry north to the Sudan. So that's out, that's out, that's out, that's out. Okay. Colonial's going to move to Syria. Colonial's going to move to northern Iraq. Okay, that's those two. Infantry and a Gurkha will move into southern Iran, and the fighter out of the 28th will go 1, 2, 3, and it can land 4, 5 over here in Transjordan. 1 Gurkha will go to Delhi. And that would never win, so I'll let that go. Good job, Bird. Over here, this sub forever just is sitting there. It was supposed to move over a long time ago, but I forgot, and everyone else forgot too. So we will raid this territory here. Nothing I can do down this way. This infantry will move into Western Egypt, taking that back. And then we're going to send a bunch of stuff into Lower Egypt. So this fighter with long range aircraft, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can land 5 in Transjordan. The fighter here is going to go 1, 2. That's those 2. The medium bomber is 1, 2, 3. Still has 2 movements remaining. It's 5. No, it's 6, isn't it? I think it's 6. Medium bomber is 5 plus 1 is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it still has 2 movement remaining. These 2 transports are going to take these 2 folks. 1. Pick up this one and this one. This transport. Grab these 2. And this transport will go 1, 2, 3. And grab these 2. So the tank doesn't come in until round 2. That's this up here, if we even make it to round 2. Okay, and then this infantry will walk in from Transjordan. So we should have 2, 4, 6, 8. Am I missing anybody? Got these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. Okay, and then we'll put 2 fighters and a medium bomber there. Okay, and then they have 2 first strike artillery. 1, 2. Geez, the colors are off there. 1 at 4 and 1 at 5 for the medium armor. Right, motorized. 5 for the medium and motorized is 4. Yeah, okay, no, I'm gonna change it. Okay, so I think that is all of the attacks. There's none up there. There's none over there. I'm in a bad state here. Okay, so let's go over here for the raid on Japan. So I'm in the whatever color that is. Let's go. They're orange, so we'll be, I don't know, purple. And they're an orange, and we're +1 and nothing. So all that wait for nothing just to get bombed yet again by the seaplane. Okay. Oh, nothing over here. This one here. So we have a fighter, a Gurkha, which is considered a mountain at 2, and an infantry at a 1 versus their militia. So we have fighter at 6, mountain at 2, infantry at 1 versus their militia at a 2. So 1 hit, 2 hits, and they miss. So that succeeds with no losses. Okay, that'll have to move non-combat if we don't forget. We have all the other ones. Oh, down here. Trying to get this sub here at a 5 as we have ASW. That's a 3, so that succeeds. Okay, so that's got to move back. There's dice everywhere. All right, let's go for this nightmare. They have 2 first strikes at 3. I only have 1 marine, so anything above that hit's going to be painful. So they have 2 at 3, and they do hit. So I lose a marine and an infantry out of the gate. So that's awful. So I have 6 at 1 in the first round. And they all miss. And then I have 2 fighters at 6 and a bomber at 7. Come on. 2 hits. I would assume that would be the 2 artillery pieces. Okay, so they have 1 at 4 in green and a 5 in the other color. And they do hit again, so that's another 2 in round 1. So, very painful. But we should have the numbers. I can't retreat. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we have 4 at 1, and the tank is -1 in the desert. So medium tank's at 6, so it's at a 5. Okay, so 4 at 1 and 1 at 5 for round 2. Miss, miss, 1 hit. So that's the motorized, and then we have 2 at 6 and 1 at 7. And 2 more hits, so they're both dead. What can they take with them? 1 at 4. Missed. Oof, it's close. 1 at 5. Oof, hits. Gosh, is Amphib only round 1 for double casualties? Ugh. Sorry, team. It's been I've been off for a bit, so let me look that up right quick. Uh, Strap bombing, port attacks, evil. On the first round only. Okay, so I just lose the 1 infantry. If I'm wrong there, We'll fix that up later. Okay, so all of these transports will now go into port. This is gone, this is gone, that's back. Okay, and then this is what's here. So these ships all move here. One fighter went 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One fighter came from down here, has to land in Transjordan. The medium bomber has 2 movement remaining. There's not really any good places to land that without getting attacked by everything. So I guess it will go to Transjordan. This fighter has to go to Transjordan. This seaplane will go back to there. This seaplane will come down to here. This air transport will go to there. The jet fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. So got one fighter in London. You're gonna come here. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And this guy can come all the way down to here. I guess he'll just be out there. And then these, I guess, should have been escort duties. Apologies. That would have been attack phase. He's in this port, which is this one. No change here. I'll move 1 infantry like that. Nothing. He's going here. He's coming down here. And the medium tank stays. He goes. Medium tank comes to here. Got these 3 guys there. Okay, so that concludes the British turn. Place units. So down here we have a militia upgrade coming through here. Wait a second now. I wonder if I can go through there, but regardless, that's a miss. So that succeeds. So, and then a militia, a colonial, and then we're sending an infantry, and that succeeds to there. These 2 to Transjordan. Okay, these 3 to London. Okay, so that's that. Over here we have AAA gun in the 28th, a fighter down here, a militia upgrade, and colonial. Ooh, the upgrade will get intercepted here. So we'll do the militia upgrade and militia here. Oh, colonial goes here, sorry. And a militia goes here. Nope, here. And then we need to get through this. So the militia upgrade against this coastal sub, I think that's at a 2. Pretty sure. 2. Okay, first sub, miss. Pretty sure I have to roll for both. Second sub, hit. So I don't think the supply can go through for that. Um, if I'm wrong, just let me know. And now that militia can't be placed there because there's no upgrade and we only have 2 on the thing. So I guess we'll put the other one right there. All right, that's the placing of units. We go back to here. Great Britain is 36 plus 3 for the Suez. So that's 39. Okay, and then FEC is oof, $9. And $2 there, so it's 11. And Anzac is at 5. Okay, on to the Russian infantry will get lend-leased to Karelia. Free France, they have $3. They're spending 2. They're collecting 3. They get a militia in here, and they just have the 1 attack, which is here. And they have 2 troops moving up to there. And that concludes the French turn. All right, thanks again for watching, and catch you on the next one.